Oh, it's just sexy when it does that. What's up, y'all? So, we've got a little bit different one for me. We got the couple 9-in-1s, HVAC, multi-tools, multi-screwdriver, multi-bit, 9-in-1, 12-in-1 review. Just a few that I got, that I still have, I should say, because most of the time I could have had like 12 different reviews, but most of the time I get a new one because I fucking lose the old one. So there's that. Anyways, so the two we got here is Lenox 9-in-1 made in Taiwan. I think they're both made in Taiwan, if I'm not mistaken. And the Klien might pull something and say the handle is made in America, then the rest of it's made in Taiwan. Professionally made in Taiwan, they usually advertise, which is fine. Because, granted, they're both, and I also got this little guy here, but we'll get to that one. They're both pretty amazing screwdrivers. I like the handles of both of them. They're both held up well. And I've used them both for about the same amount of time. The Klien might have got a few more months, actually. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 months of use out of them, and I love them both. The Klien has a very unique feature. It has this special nut driver for 1/4 inch and 5/16. Right now, we got the 5/16 out, okay, with a magnet, which also works quite well. And this one's a little rusty from sitting, so, and it's not bad still. It's not like it's stuck. So you'll turn that down, push that down, and now you got a 1/4 inch nut driver with a magnet. So, I mean, and this one does too. This one you can get 5/16, pull the bit out, 5/16 nut driver, or you can flip it around, pull this bit out, and now you have a 1/4 inch nut driver. So they both have the same capabilities. The difference being is that this one, by having this fancy nut driver, you lose the extra bits where you can have a whole bunch of bits. Or, you know, you can have like 6 more bits on this side, or whatever, 4. You lose that capability. But you get a dedicated nut driver that you don't have to take a bit out and possibly lose. If you're an electrician or an HVAC guy, you know what I mean? You set the bit down and you'll never see it again. Sometimes, as long as, you know, you gotta be smart with it. So it reduces that chance of, or you're not gonna lose any bits. And then same thing, you flip it over. Let's say you want to use the other side. And as you can see here, I got lots of grinding marks on there. Well, I took it to the grinder because I used channel locks on it on a very stuck screw. I was up on a lift and I was not about to go get something else. And I grabbed it from there and gave her a twist, and I got it broke free. But I kind of marred it up a little bit, so I had to buff it down. So not the screwdriver's fault. I later learned, well, let's just grab the plastic and see what happens there. So I beat the fuck out of them. And, you know, the both of them, they both get the same treatment. I'd never actually took the channel locks to this. I learned my lesson here. But, yep, and that works just fine. So, I mean, you can really get on these things, and they hold up quite well. So on this side, and you got 1/4 inch, and you get Phillips and flat, and you also would get what came with this screwdriver is this bit, which is, you know, you got your Schrader valve tool and your what would be your, what's that called? Your thermostat screwdriver. Yeah. So HVAC guys, this is I mean, you can get, what can't you get done with that? I mean, you can get 95% of any kind of work done with this. 5/16, 1/4 inch, 3/8 also, by the way. You pull that out and you got a 3/8 driver, and you got your flat, your Phillips, and your micro, whatever you want to call it. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can't get done. And I do use them as a chisel, if that wasn't made completely obvious earlier. So that also shortens the life of them, but I do not blame the screwdriver one bit. It's not like, I mean, they're obviously not made for that kind of stuff. There I go again, not turning off my notifications. But anyways, let me put the bit back, because this screwdriver is still in use. So we'll put that back together. Put that back together. And if I had to guess, the bits are probably made in the same place. They're equally durable. Yeah, they both hold up very nicely. So I don't see. I think either one will. The bits are equally as durable. So I think they're made in the same place. Matter of fact. So, and do ignore the rust a little bit there. The acids and chemicals I work with. Yeah, they'll do that within an hour or two. So not much I can do there about that. I just have to hit it with the wire wheel every so often. And yeah. So yeah, the bits are awesome. And the thing is, with these kind of nut drivers, you get 1/4 inch and 5/16, 3/8. So you get a lot of customization. So like you can buy it for the handle style you like, and then you can make your own to like your setup of work, like the bits you use, obviously, and the sizes you use and whatnot. Like you often get Robertson's bits with these. And sometimes you get Torx, and I can't remember what came with which. I don't think the Klien came with Torx, but you can get them, make your own bits. They've both been used as a chisel. I went a little bit harder with the Klien for a longer time. Well, I mean, once you get there, then you got a metal shank all the way through. So, yeah, that's obviously abusing the hell out of it, but I don't blame the screwdriver one bit. These are both great buys. Now, the difference being is that the Klien is, I think, in the upwards of 20 bucks, a little bit higher than that. You get this thing at the right time from Menards, you can get it for $9. So, but they're both really good. The difference is that you get that really fancy nut driver, which is really fancy and really nice. But you can get a standard Klien for closer to 12, 13 bucks. So, and I've never warrantied either one of them, so I couldn't tell you on that part. But both are great buys. I would recommend either one of them. And I'm sure they both hold up well. I abuse the fuck out of them, so I can give you my word that they will last you a good long time. As long as if you're not, especially if you're not being dumb as hell like me, it'll last you a long time. So yeah, check them out, guys. Thank you for watching. Check out, Facebook, Twitters, Instagrams. Those are all down below somewhere. Check out all these super cool channels. I got more stickers coming, and yeah. Check it out, guys. Thanks for watching. And you can avoid the coronavirus by drinking Modelos. It's Modelo time, fool.